Hello everyone, this is LW Gaming and welcome back with another video of Languister. Well, here I am, going to showcase some replays here. There are 5 replays I'll be showing here. 2 of them are from the weekend before the last weekend, and 3 of them from the last weekend. So yep, I'm combining 2 of those weeks together in one video. So anyways, as usual, I'll be showing the replay first, and then after that, I'll analyze each of them to let you all know what has happened or transpired through those replays. Although my Lilian also did some battles, but I'll put that on a separate video if I feel like to host it here. The chance of that happening is probably low, or it really depends on my mood, that is. So anyways, I am going to mute myself and get the replays going.
無駄なあがきだ。
私の言葉を聞きなさい。祈りの声を聞きなさい。闇を払います。ロセウス家の名にかけて。ロセウス家の名にかけて。ロセウス家の名にかけて。ロセウス家の名にかけて。
不毛な争いを終わらせる。許しはせぬ。不毛な争いを終わらせる。
喧嘩はいけません。私完璧ですわ。消えなさい軟弱者。祈りの声を聞きなさい。知識の呪い。ロセウス家の名にかけて。ロセウス家の名にかけて。ロセウス家の名にかけて。
駆逐します。駆逐します。
最後の連戦を受けなさい。最後の連戦を受けなさい。ロセウス家の名にかけて。
許しはせん。
帝国に逆らう者は必ず討つ。戦え。
私を侮らないでほしいですわ。
無知な愚か者め。
知識の呪い。レーゲンブルクのために。
帝国に逆らう者は必ず討つ。
祈りの声を聞きなさい。祈りの声を聞きなさい。 闇を払います。水晶よ、帝国の敵を倒すのです。私の言葉を聞きなさい。しぶといわね。勇敢な心を。見よ、燦然と輝く勝利の光よ。
無駄なあがきだ。
レーゲンブルクのために。見よ、燦然と輝く勝利の光よ。水晶よ、帝国の敵を倒すのです。 闇を砕く盾よ、真実の輝きよ。私を侮らないでほしいですわ。
無駄なあがきだ。
最後の連戦を受けなさい。ロセウス家の名にかけて最後の連戦を受けなさい。最後の連戦を受けなさい。祈りの声を聞きなさい。闇を払います。
誰にも止められん。
私の言葉を聞きなさい。祈りの声を聞きなさい。闇を払います。私を侮らないでほしいですわ。闇を砕く盾よ、真実の輝きよ。知識の呪い。闇を払います。最後の連戦を受けなさい。ロセウス家の名にかけて最後の連戦を受けなさい。
帝国に逆らう者は必ず討つ。戦え。
見よ、燦然と輝く勝利の日。私の言葉を聞きなさい。ロセウス家の名にかけてロセウス家の名にかけて闇を払います。知識の呪い。正しい道を守り続けて。私を侮らないでほしいですわ。 祈りの声を聞きなさい。祈りの声を聞きなさい。私を侮らないでほしいですわ。
無駄なあがきだ。
これが私の信じる心です。ロセオスケの名にかけて。最後の連戦を受けなさい。最後の連戦を受けなさい。最後の連戦を受けなさい。今です。
ほら見て。
闇を砕く盾よ、真実の輝きを。闇を払います。私の言葉を聞きなさい。闇を払います。祈りの声を聞きなさい。
不毛な争いを終わらせる。
セフリークのために。
この制裁を受け入れよ。
この制裁を受け入れよ。
無駄なあがきだ。
Alright, so anyways, I am back. So anyways, I forgot to say this in the beginning of the video, but the first two matches are qualifying matchups. So you might be wondering how am I able to do all that, like all those pick and bans pretty well. Well, here's the thing. The qualifying matchups, I actually did it myself. There is no backups, like anyone that's like backseating me. Nobody's doing that in doing my qualifying matchups. This is all purely my own decision. And of course, the next three matches will be like, of course, with Cecil's guidance. But there are actually some that are much relaxed because they're actually winnable just by myself. So yeah. Anyways, Cecil is still going to be helping me out in the season. Although, as far as I've heard, he is thinking about retiring his Apex like career or whatever it was. Like he's thinking about just settling in Gold 3 and that's it. But I don't know how. I don't know when exactly he's gonna do it. Maybe this season, maybe next season or this season. I'm not really sure. So, anyways, over time, the reason why he believes it's the best time to retire is because of a couple of reasons. Like one, he's been fighting almost the same opponent every time in the playoffs, which eventually will become repetitive and boring, potentially. So I get that because over time it's gonna get really tiresome to deal with the same opponent. But of course, boxes do change gradually, of course. But the thing is, with a lot of units going on in the game right now, there's a little bit of breathing room to understand what those characters does and how they impact the battle. So yeah, this is probably not a good run for some players. Some people are just dropping out because you know there's just too much to know to know like what exactly they're dealing with. So it's back to the replay. So, anyways, as you can see here, I am P1 in this battle, and the map will be a desert map. As you can see, this is the I'm fighting against the Zilfei. Zilfei. I'm sorry if I butchered your name, but anyways, the first ban he went for is my Jace, which makes sense because this map is actually really great with Jace because there are actually lots of defensive terrain that he can jump into, which can be a nuisance as in some certain scenarios. And my usual box I decided to ban is Solde because she could be pretty dangerous if I didn't take care of her. So I ultimately banning her first because I just knew that she's gonna be a problem. And also, I noticed that this player's box doesn't have Ymir. Not Ymir, doesn't have a Ice Abyss. So that means that I don't have to worry about her since she's not active in this box. Which is interesting. And I played Celica because I need to ensure I have a healer. A proper healer. Bright Summer is sort of a healer, but her healing power comes after attacking. So, yeah, I decided maybe I should pick her up later. Rather than picking her first. And he went ahead and banned my Godham and Z2. And speaking of Z2, in the near future, or I would say after this replay, Z2 will be retired officially in my box. So you might be thinking, why am I taking Z2 out of there? Well, it's because I'm slowly not feeling confident of using Z2 anymore because since the meta has shifted, Z2 is becoming less and less of a use for me. And also, you might be thinking, who am I replacing Z2 with? Well, the answer is quite clear. I am replacing her with Ymir. The reason is because Ymir does a pretty similar abilities, but his is actually more dangerous because he is pretty tanky, and also he comes with redeemers which will make him not die as long as he has no debuffs. Thankfully, his talent prevents debuffs, so that means that he's gonna have his revive all the time, as long as he's in his first form. So yeah, I'm kind of feeling this is a good decision on my part because I see myself use Ymir more on my alt account than the Z2. Unfortunately, it's just the truth. So yeah, moving on. He chose Gotham first, which is interesting. And also, what's interesting about this is that Gotham's a demon. Although, as far as I'm aware, Gotham's talent prevents the class advantage. So, Holy Units doesn't really do much against him. So yeah, although there are some upsides for like Gotham being demons, like of course, bigger higher stats. But here's the thing: he does lose the capability of flying. That's the one thing I need to look out for. And I banned Andy and Z2 because these two are dangerous. Could have been Ymir, but you'll see later on. I decided to ban him later. But, anyways, I chose to secure Isolde because she is going to be helpful on my team in this kind of box. Because I just knew that they're going to have like he's going to have some dangerous scenarios here. And then he went ahead and banned my mages like AO and Bright Summoner. And then Bright Summoner deployed on his side, which I unfortunately won't be able to deploy Bright Summoner of my own, but it's fine. And then I went ahead and banned his Ymir and Grand Shield to prevent the much guard ignore as possible. And I placed a Dank Yelmo in to slow down the enemy's advance, as well as giving myself a teleporting assist. And then Ishin and Ice Abyss were banned. And then he deployed his Gintoki, which I was quite surprised to see him still being used for some players. Although I gotta say, Cecil says that he is still good in some scenarios, but in a higher level, not really. Well, it really depends on your preference, that is. And then IBC and Lugner banned because I don't want to deal with these boosting maniacs, like, especially Lugner. Like Lugner is just gonna cause a bit of a problem for my team. Like basically with a regulation or whatever, like if you do something that's actually against his laws, he will punish you with sins, and I do not want to deal with all that. So I straight up ban him to ease off the pressure. And I deploy my own Andy to, of course, put more DPS on the board. And my strategy here is that I had to ensure that I pick many DPS as possible. And then if there's a tank available for me, I will pick the tank last. That's my usual strategy. But however, if my tanks end up getting banned early, I'll have to pick a tank and then put the rest of it on DPS if possible. And then he went ahead and banned my Tyrantell and Rosenseal, which are fine because that leaves me two tanks options. And then Varelia gets the place here, and I gotta say this is the time when I realized this is my first time encountering her, and I was a bit nervous during that time. So I played carefully, of course. So I decided to ban AO and not Bright Summon, Lightbringer, and then leave him with Hilda and Rosenseal as the options. And I picked up Christiane as my tank. And you may notice this time around my Christiane is a cavalry unit instead of an infantry. The reason why I made this change is so that way she can counter better against Andy, whenever it was, and also probably did better against Gintoki as well. But in this match, that might not have the same reflect because Gintoki can still destroy Christiane even as a cavalry, which honestly it sounds pretty insane. But hey, it is what it is. Gintoki being Gintoki. And then Hilda plays as the last one. All right, and let this replay begin. And also, as far as I've noticed about the replays, like Bright Summer or anybody with the exotic like cut-in animation, that kind of stuff. I don't know why it got cut off. I kind of feeling it's because of my recording setup, but I'm gonna have to tweak a little bit if I could change something a bit. I might end up had to revert some of the graphics to much lower quality, which unfortunately I had to because animation looks a bit awkward seeing it cut in half. So yeah. Anyways, hopefully this is all right with all of you because honestly, I honestly do not like the animation looking like that. It just looked pretty bad. But it's just that the reason why I think this is necessary is because for one, this computer is not the same as the other laptop I have. This one is a little bit less underpowered. It's a little bit underpowered than the last one I have. So yeah, I've been really careful of like what kind of graphics settings should I give for this recorder because this is really different and I'm somewhat not sure how I'm gonna deal with this. So, anyways, let's look at their skills. I should have showed those in the replay earlier, but here they are. Yeah, and also for Adan Gamma, I chose Windblade because I am fighting well, not really fighting anyone there, but it's just that for extra single targets, of course. And then of course Isolde with the usual 3 skills. So anyways, let this replay commence.
私完璧ですわ。消えなさい軟弱者。
Meanwhile, on the first turn, we're just setting up our units. And also, right there, you notice that I'm putting my units around the pillar, like hugging it. Usually, I wouldn't want to do that because, this will leave my team's positioning a bit awkward.
祈りの声を聞きなさい。闇を払います。ロセウス家の名にかけて。ロセウス家の名にかけて。ロセウス家の名にかけて。ロセウス家の名にかけて。
不毛な争いを終わらせる。許しはせぬ。不毛な争いを終わらせる。
喧嘩はいけません。私完璧ですわ。消えなさい軟弱者。
Okay, he went ahead and attacked my team right there. Thankfully, we didn't take much damage.
祈りの声を聞きなさい。
And then Bright Summoner draw the unicorn back.
知識の呪い。
And I used 3C on the portal, hitting 2 units at once, silencing Hilda in the process. And right now I'm just readying my position for the next attack.
ロセウス家の名にかけて。
And I put attack blessing on both my units,
ロセウス
Isolde
家の名
and
にかけて。
Andy. And now turn 2, I move my tank closer to protect my units. Hilda got taken out easily by a Dank Elmo. And this is where this person messed up a bit. Well, actually earlier, like he activated the orange skill first, which will prevent her movement from moving anywhere. But it will force her to move in straight lines, which is the one thing that he did that was a mistake. And the second one she activated was eliminate, which is the blue one. So yeah, that's why she's taking some rough time on the first turns. So anyway, she's going to attack right now.
最後の連戦を受けなさい。最後の連戦を受けなさい。ロセウス家の
Anyways,
名
I
に
could have
か
moved
けて。
Andy forward, but that's fine. And this is where I begin my attack. And yep, that was a 3C attack, by the way. So my next attack is going to
許
kill
し
her.
はせぬ
Yep, down she goes. Anyways, that was his mistake for leaving Verla wide open. So yeah, when I saw that, I took the opportunity to punish him. And Isolde unfortunately died here, but thankfully I did put Oath on her, so that means Andy gets enraged, and this will enable him to guard ignore. And also I chose animation off because, you know, due to the new setting on my recorder, it's just not gonna go well. So I decided maybe I should not include the replay, the animation this time. It's cool to see animation, but the thing is it's not with my current settings. Because I'm worried that it might slow down the game. Yep, and Christian did fall there, like I said earlier. But that's alright, as long as she's doing her job on tanking, that's fine. And that's when he decided to retreat. So yep, that was the first replay. Let's move on to the second one. Alright, here we are on the second replay. So as you can see here, this team looks a bit trivial or whatever it is. I mean, it can still be a big of a threat. So anyways, let's see. Anyways, the map that we'll be battling on here is the ship, or known as the water map. And right away, he banned my AO first, which understandably. And I went ahead and banned Isolde first as my usual plan here. And I put Rosen Seal first because I'm dealing with Ice Abyss on the box. So yeah, I was on the first ban. I was thinking about either Ice Abyss first or Isolde, but since I have Rosen Seal still selectable, I decided maybe I should let Ice Abyss go for a bit. And then he went and banned my Ice Abyss and Isolde. And then Lena gets placed here. And then I banned Gustav and Lugner. Same reasons earlier, like, you know, I don't want to deal with Lugner. He's pretty dangerous and a maniac. And while Gustav is also crazy in her own ways, which will basically manipulate my cooldowns on skills, which I do not want to deal with her. And I pick Ishin. He banned my Z2 and got him. That's fine. And then Bright Summoner deployed. And I went and banned his Werner and Z2. I don't want to deal with Werner's, you know, the the defense stance, like whatever that was, like that thing can distance counter from any range. I do not want to deal with that. Although nowadays he is easily counterplayed, but now I just don't want to deal with any chances because he is also capable of doing like guard ignore, if things goes accordingly. And then I pick Andy for DPS, of course. And then he went ahead and banned my Christian already, and along with it with Jace. And then he picked a Dank Elmo. And this is when I had to decide whether I should ban Ice Abyss. So I went ahead and banned Ice Abyss and Virelia. The reason why I want to ban her now is because I don't want to deal with the grapple thing. Like, I totally forgot that she does that grapple, which could mess up my team. So I decided maybe it's best if I like get Ice Abyss out of there, because it's just ridiculous that if I had to deal with that. But thankfully, although fortunately, I just remember that my healers do have electric headwear, which will prevent grapple. But the thing is, if they're standing next to another character, this is going to be a problem because, you know, RNG sometimes is with you, while sometimes it could go against you. Anyways, Tarantella is next. I deployed. And then there's Celica and a Dank Elmo. Wetham deployed. And then I went ahead and banned Cortez and Kirika. And I put Bright Summoner last. And then he chose Sonya as his tank. And let this replay start. First, let me show you the skills I've used here. And then this is the enemy's team. I should have showed that in the latter replay, but that's fine. Interesting that this guy uses Bandit Killer, even though on my team there aren't anybody on the Assassin class. Yeah, kind of strange. And also, what's even stranger is that this player, my opponent, like for whatever reason, he has no Covenant active. So you can imagine this is not gonna go well with him. So anyways, let's start with the replay here. Right away, as usual, I just start positioning my units. And I put Seal on Wayham because he is gonna be a problem later on. Like with him going last, that is gonna make him a bit manageable. Although since he has no Covenant, I don't have to worry about this kind of scenario because without Covenant means you're dead weight. I mean, it's just the truth. Okay, looks like the animation is now back to full length, which is interesting. Last time when I was showing the replay like that, it just showed halfway, which is weird. I'm guessing it's due to my game client, I guess. Not really my recorder. Kinda weird, honestly. But still, I had to check the video settings just to see if I can make any adjustments to make the game look okay while I'm recording. Okay, here comes Wayham, I mean. And then since he has a seal on, he gets to attack last. So I get the full damage in before he attacks. And also the Curse of Wounding did not apply to Tyrant Towers because he is standing next to the Unicorn. That prevents the Curse of Wounding. Which is pretty nice. And there's Lina about to nuke my team, but since earlier, like I mentioned, they have like this player has no Covenant, meaning that this attack does absolutely nothing. Well, of course, some damage, but not enough to like affect my team. And also that Waithem from earlier, I didn't realize this person dispelled the 2-block guard. And then Sonya just come in and then put that dual invitation on Andy, which will prevent him from attacking anyone else besides Sonya. And then my Unicorn got taken out, which whatever, it's fine because I can just resummon it later, which I'll do it right now. Okay, Lina comes in again. And yep, my Tanto is pretty strong. He is not going down that easily. That's for sure. And then I realized that this Sonya isn't stun immune, so I just took the opportunity to attack her with 3C, and then she is stunned there. And I give Act again to Andy. And Ishin fortunately did not die here just yet. And I used Act again to completely took out that dual invitation, so I don't have to deal with attacking into Sonya only. So I just attack Lina right away. I don't want to deal with her even though she's not that strong. At least in this battle.
レーゲンブルクのために
And also during that time, I totally didn't notice that my Tarantel's guard is
三千と
down.
輝く勝利の光よ
So that's why those units are taking the damage. But I feel confident with my units, so I'm not worried of them dying because they are not gonna die not on my watch. And yep, Andy took the hit again, but this time nothing really happened there. And then Taocho comes in, and then I took out the unicorn. And I put Seal onto Sonya. And then Sonya jumps in, doing some damage, but not enough to do anything. And I used Andy to go in and then attack a Dengamo straight away. And also that did guard ignore. So that's why he was able to attack her directly. And that was enough for him to retreat. Anyways, moving on to the next replay. Okay, I am back for another replay. So anyways, this time around, this is the third replay. And this is when Cecil is now backseating me. For this match, of course. Because this box is a bit challenging. Not gonna lie. Although it is meta-wise on the rush compartment. So yeah, anyway, Cecil's gonna be guiding me in this battle. So you see those pick and bans that go pretty well. So anyways, let's begin here. So the first ban I went for is the Soul Day as usual on my game plan. And then he banned my Ishin first, which is interesting. Although understandably. And then Bright Summoner placed first. And I banned his Ymir and Virelia to ensure that those two do not mess around with my team too much. And I deploy my own Bright Summoner. And then Ice Abyss and the Soul Day were banned. And then placed Andy in. And then I banned Ao and Celica. Celica deployed. Jace and Andy banned. Ishin deployed. And then there's Jace and Tyrantel. A Dengelmo. A Z2 and Lightbringer banned. And a Lightbringer deployed. And then Rosensteel and Lemia banned. And I chose Christian as my tank. And then Godham and AO banned. And then he deployed Gintoki. And I deployed Tarantel for double tank strategy. And then he could also be used as an offensive flyer too. So yeah, in this replay it's just gonna be quite interesting. And now let me show you the skills I have. First, my own skills. And I have Fireball in this match because I'm dealing with Gin. And also I have Celica here with Armor Affinity to like abuse their enchant. And then Bright Summoner here for healing. So I technically had two healers on my side, but Bright Summoners is more like a offense rather than like the actual healer. But she can also be a healer if I choose to. But I decided maybe it's best for her to just be DPS. Meanwhile, on the enemy team, and also Gintoki has a scooter on the skill. Usually I will have something else on there like Sword Soul or Air Slash, but Scooter Dash is interesting to have. And then this Bright Summoner is using Mass Heal instead of the attack skill, which is alright, I guess. I have no objections on that one because Bright Summoner as a mage is good on DPS, but the thing is she is terrible on attack. She is terrible on the healing compartment, so that's why the mass heal comes in to make up for that.
最後の連戦を受けなさい。ロセウス家の名にかけて。
And right now I'm putting armor affinity on both Christian and Dangelmo to increase the chance of proccing their enchants.
祈りの声を聞きなさい。闇を払います。
誰にも止められん。
Okay. And I put the seal onto the unicorn, which is a bit odd choice, but hey, I guess that's one way to deal with the unicorn doing first strike, you know?
祈りの声を聞きなさい。闇を払います。
I don't know why am I yawning all of a sudden. Maybe I'm just feeling a little tired. I mean, it's only morning, like why am I feeling tired all of a sudden? Okay, he just killed off his unicorn and then summoned it again to clear off that seal. I should have seen that coming, but it's fine.
Yamiを砕く盾よ。真実の輝きよ。知識の呪い。 闇を払います。最後の連戦を受けなさい。ロセウス家の名にかけて。最後の連戦を受けなさい。
Right now my team's moving quite smoothly here. Like I have 2 tanks protecting my group. Yeah, he's not gonna reach with that portal beam there. And a scooter dash, not gonna do much. And I get turn priority because he kind of messed up on the act again, I think. Maybe there was an act again earlier, but anyways, the turn priority has shifted in my favor. And that girl unfortunately did use up the revive given by Selka, but thankfully she lived for another battle. Okay, Gin is moving down. Then I move the time until forward to start going in position. Okay, and then Andy goes after my Tarantel, which he failed to kill. Just barely though. And then Andy just counter killed himself there. Because the Christian's first strike. And I put Unicorn on Tarantel to ensure he does not die on the next encounter. And that black hole their team again, and this time this is a big blow on his team. Like his Gin got silenced all of a sudden. Yeah, he just knew that with his Gin silenced, there's no way he can win like that. So anyways, he forfeited early, and now I took the win here. Moving on to the next replay. Here we are on the next replay, and this is myself fighting against someone I'm familiar with. It is God of 64. one of the main core's players. And the reason I can already tell is because the name of it kind of gave it away of who exactly this person is. So anyways, he's running a usual box, but it's not really as dangerous as I would thought, because I think this player is probably new to Apex, but he has some units on here that looks underwhelming, honestly. And this Shuri is not even SP, which is interesting to see. Normally for Shuri, her best use is of course SP, but honestly, this isn't Waifu Wars. This is Apex Ladder Climb. But of course, this box isn't really Waifu Wars oriented. And also, I noticed that there's some units on this team isn't even at level 70 at all. The healers specifically, like Celica and Rosenseal. These two are below level 70. Like Celica's level 31, while Rosenseal is level 63. Which I find it pretty odd. But however, they're probably here just to ban bait, but I find it odd that those healers are under leveled. Anyways, Isabis got banned first because I don't want to deal with her in the first round. And he banned my Rosenseal because healing. And then Christian first pick. And then as you can see, so on and so forth. I did not want to repeat myself on the process here. You can see the steps of what happened here. Because honestly, this video is getting pretty long. It's already over an hour by now, so I'm gonna try to hurry it up. So yeah. And also interestingly, I did try to reach a God 64 in main quarter, and just to confirm whether this person's actually him, and it is him. And he said I could have gave him a free win, but unfortunately, during this time I was climbing, so I couldn't afford to lose that one. Because especially I was in the VC with Cecil, so yeah, I really don't want to lose that one because it'll be embarrassing if I lose to someone that's like easy win. Which is just the truth here. I really don't want to give away my wins. That's not my thing, sadly. Like if you bump into me, well, good luck out there because I'm determined to win. But of course, with precautions. And I picked Jace because he is excellent on this map. And now let's go through their skills and what I brought here. So anyways, Andy running his usual skills. Celica, same skills as last game. And then Bright Summoner, same skills. Christian and Jace. All these are running their usual skills. Meanwhile, on the other side, Watham, there's SP Lana, there's Christian. Interestingly, this Christian is running the MDEF command. I guess it's to increase the MDEF for everyone, including herself, maybe? Kind of an interesting choice, but not really commonly seen at all. And then there's Freya here. Anyways, let the battle commence. And I put Oath on Jace because I know I'm going to be using him as DPS. So I went with it. And I put the revive on Jace to ensure he does not die. I could have put that Armor Infinity on Christian, but it's fine. I know that this battle is in my favor already. Before the fight even started. And also, that part, I didn't notice that Jace's arcane trace, or whatever that tile was, that one also acts as a MDF reduction aura. So that's how I was able to do Guard Ignore there without using Vortex skill. And God 64 knew that he is done, so he decided to just retreat. No need to waste my time. So, anyways, moving on to the next replay. Alright, I am back. So this is the final replay I'll be showing in this video. Yeah, finally. Anyways, let's see what are we dealing with here. So as you can see here, this box is also trivial, or sort of, but a bit more of a meta-ish. So anyways, I'll let the pick and bang do its thing. Like Rosen Seal first ban, and then I chose first ban on Ice Abyss since my Rosen Seal got banned. And then Bright Summoner deployed. And then continue with the bans. And then as soon as he picked Grenchill, I had to be a bit extra careful because, you know, Grenchill can be dangerous now because of her casting skill active. But thankfully this time I don't think her casting is active because, you know, she hardly fought here as far as I've seen in the replay. And then this is where the battle starts. I end up letting him choose Isolde, which I end up had no choice because, you know, he has Leon and also Akka on the box. So I don't want to deal with these two causing problems. Like Akka with the act again, while Leon with the shuffle on the 3C. I did not want to deal with that. Anyways, let's let the battle commence. One last time. And we're on the shipwreck map. And let's take a look at our skills here. So anyways, got him with that unique passive now instead of the accelerated aid. Ishin. And I brought the Windblade here for, of course, fight against Watham and Grenchill. These two are dangerous. And then Lightbringer with his skills as usual. And there is Bright Summoner with her 3 usual skills for Holy. And meanwhile on the enemy team, this is skills that they run. Normal, pretty normal. And this is something that I didn't see as normal because for some reason, this person saw in the other version of the faction buff, which I don't understand why he would put that there. Like, didn't he know the 3C already did the faction buff already? This is so strange. Yeah, he could have put this with another skill, but whatever. He kind of threw the game there just because of that skill selected. And then there's Z2, which I don't think that's going to matter much because during this game, I didn't even let her jump to my side. So let the battle go. Like, and also, whenever you see the battles that I claim as trivial, Cecil's usually relax on the guidance here. So yeah, you can see that the moves here I did is just purely my own because I just knew that this game is not going to be this hard. And then this guy didn't know that the portal cannot be cleared just by putting a sword there, because a sword is treated as a unit, not a terrain. I think he kind of forgot about that. But of course, Cecil did kind of jump in a bit of a help here, but not a lot though. And then Ishin, I'm gonna put her in the portal to get her to the other side of the portal, to ready for an attack against Bright Summoner, which she successfully take her out. And I just went back and then act again on a Dank Elmo.
この制裁を受け入れよ。
And I went after Ishin, which unfortunately she does took out one of the revives, but doesn't really matter because I'm going in with a Dank Camel to finish Grand Shield. Because I don't want Grand Shield to like enable Z2 to jump to my side and cause a lot of problems. Meanwhile, Godham is just gonna move forward and then go after a Soul Day. This will surely kill her. Waithen goes after Godham. That was not enough to stop him, so yeah, he kind of threw the game there. So, anyways, I took the win here, and that put me in silver too for now. I'll keep pushing in the next weekend, hopefully. So, anyways, that's about it for this video. So, hope y'all find this video like entertaining, informative, or whatever. Anyways, I apologize if this video had taken about an hour by now. So, I'm gonna timestamp everything so you can skip between like the replays and the explanation of what exactly happened. So anyways, see y'all later.